47 days out from Election Day, the president selecting Judge Coney Barrett to fill the seat vacated by the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
If she's confirmed, the court would be more likely to uphold efforts by the states to restrict access to abortion. And the court would probably be more likely to broaden the reach of gun rights. If she's confirmed by the time the Supreme Court hears a make-or-break challenge to Obamacare in mid-November, she might be inclined to rule for the red states challenging the law. She's been critical of the court's 2012 ruling upholding it.
That's right, people. Trump's nominee to replace RBG could help overturn Roe v. Wade, kill Obamacare, and expand gun rights. So that means someday in the future, a fetus can shoot you, and you won't have insurance to pay the hospital bills. This is like Mike Pence's wet dream, if he was allowed to have them, of course. And what's really shocking about these issues is how out of touch the Supreme Court could be from the country at large. I mean, 63% of Americans want Roe v. Wade kept in place, 56% support Obamacare, and 64% support stricter gun laws. I guess this is what the Founding Fathers always wanted. You know, a branch of government that would act like an evil step-parent for the rest of the country. Please, ma'am, may I have some health care? No! Now go to your room and play with your AR-15.
Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, these countries can grab those ballots or print forgeries of those ballots. The mail-in ballots, they mail them to anybody, and they send them out by the millions. Number were sent, I guess at least two, three, four, were sent to dogs. One was sent to a cat.
Holy shit, guys. Trump is freaking out. People are cheating, cats and dogs are getting ballots. Although if I'm perfectly honest, I don't mind dogs voting, because they'll vote for whoever their owner votes for. But cats, you can't trust them for shit. Those assholes will vote for Jill Stein just to mess with us. Meow. I will say though, Trump's stories about kids and foreign countries rigging the election sound pretty terrifying. Hey kid, go and get ballot from mailbox and I will reward you with delicious Russian candy. It's frozen onion.
You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. This is so unprecedented. He's going to pack the court. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use.
Wait a minute. You get the final word, Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown. Excuse me.
Hey, let me just tell you, there's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years, you've done nothing.
Listen, you're the worst president America has ever had.
Hey,
Come
Joe,
on.
Oh, snap. These guys were bickering so much Canada called the cops to complain about the noise. I have never seen a debate like that in my life. To be honest, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Honestly, it seemed less like a presidential debate and more like a fight that you overhear in a booth at Denny's. Well, you shut up, you clown. You got no class. I got no class. You got terrible grades, and your son's a cokehead. You piece of shit. You don't talk about my son. You listen. Yeah, hi. Could I get the moons over my hammy with the orange juice, please? Yeah, that'll be all, doll. Thank you so much. You got drunk and you hit on your own daughter. I wasn't drunk.
Scientists say people who inherited genes from Neanderthal ancestors may be more susceptible to a severe case of COVID-19. European study published yesterday links a higher risk of hospitalization and respiratory failure to a cluster of genes associated with the Neanderthals.
Yo. That is crazy. People with Neanderthal genes are more likely to be affected by coronavirus? Honestly, guys, this is kind of embarrassing. Because now, if you get COVID, it means your great ancestor probably smashed a caveman. How could you, Nana? It was a different time back then. He had fire and I was cold. He asked me to come over for some cave art and chill. He was so sweet. And I don't know about you, but this was surprising for me. Because I didn't know that Europeans still had Neanderthal genes. And by the way, this is great news for Africans because they have none. Yeah, right now there's some dude walking around Uganda like, oh, who's the savages now, eh? Muzungu, looking at you. But right now I know, a lot of you are probably wondering whether or not you have Neanderthal genes. And there's actually a pretty easy way to tell, right? If there's a guy behind you that looks like a monkey and a guy in front of you that looks like a human, then you, my friend, are a Neanderthal. It's just science. I don't make the rules.